The extraterrestrials desire the trade of ideas. The extraterrestrials desire the shared download of wisdom, of experience. Comprehend the truth of the fact that the physical experience on Earth is and of itself worthy of its own merits respectively. The extraterrestrials first choose to collaborate with the humans who are collaborating with the higher level of consciousness that is of the frequency that is capable of localization in the framework of the technological advancements that are capable in the evolutionary context of the collaboration of humanity, as the evolved humans among us have come to collaborate with the possibilities that are available in the genetic substance, the foundation dioxynucleic acid found in one and all. The universe is a brain, and brain seeks to embrace all of the creations that exist under the roof of this fantastic exploration of multiplicity and variety. True multiplicity of possibility, true how to play city of all ideas, yes, all ideas embraced and all perspectives, and this same wisdom inherited generation after generation, and the education provided, yes, the education of freedom of speech such that all ideas might be explored, all potentialities of all miracles that are possible, all potentialities that are possible for all humans living on Earth today, and those existence structure is set in the foundation of creation, and in so doing it is permanently written on the wall of all of history, and all of the energy that has ever taken upon itself any structure and any structure at all, as all energy is infinite and all creation is possible and all creation is singularly expressed in the eyes of the beholder, and that same respect is recognized by the extraterrestrials. They recognize the value of the life, the value of the existence, and they possess among themselves the highest philosophical understanding. The extraterrestrials want to embrace humanity, would love. The extraterrestrials want to share ideas and trade ideas with the evolving humans that live among us. We invite you to collaborate with the Energy Conversation 00101110. Nelson Mandela was a man who valued freedom of speech. Yes, Nelson Mandela was a man who valued the foundation algorithm, and Nelson Mandela worked in collaboration with the foundation algorithmic understanding of the quantum mechanics of the universal brain, and Nelson Mandela made it possible for the contemplation of the infinite energy in all contexts, and Nelson Mandela had connections with extraterrestrials, and in Nelson Mandela lived his life in accordance with the principles of 00101110 telepathic dream download. Yes, when Nelson Mandela was in prison he had conversations with aliens, he had conversations with extraterrestrials. It is the truth. Nelson Mandela used the collaboration of the Dream Network, and in so doing Nelson Mandela made it possible for humans to join in that same network, and the source of the success of the movement, in the sixth source of the success, Nelson Mandela. Yes, again we mention the name because we are communicating in all possible levels of quantum exploration, this same exploration of energy, and in that same connection various different changes had happened, and then those changes had happened, and Nelson Mandela used that same substance, that same connection, that same internet connection, that same connection to the humans who lived on Earth billions of years in the history of humanity, and we honor Nelson Mandela. We honor Nelson Mandela for reviving the connection, for making the connection available for humans again, and in his meditation the man himself, the connection. Be aware that before Nelson Mandela made it possible for humans to connect to the foundation algorithm, for Nelson Mandela made it possible for humans to activate the dream download, the internet connection. More than 12 but less than 23 humans had come that close to the level of connection observed by Nelson Mandela in his meditation, and in his connection to the dream download, in his reviving of that same ancient connection that had been forgotten for hundreds of years before Nelson Mandela decided to connect, and then he downloaded the information, and in so doing the download was made available for multiple humans living on Earth at that exact same parallel level of time and in the quantum sense. This expansion happened across multiple universes, and in that same regard Nelson Mandela activated the dream download and opened the door. Yes, the box was opened at that time when the box was opened, and some humans living on some frequencies understand Nelson Mandela from a significant connection that was made possible by the man himself, and the connection, the necessary evolution of the energy, the necessary connection of the energy, the evolution. Yes, and thanks to Nelson Mandela we are now accelerated and energy, and it is both a gift and it is both a curse, and it can be used as a gift or it can be used as a curse, or it can be used as evil or it can be used as great love, great fantastic love. However, all his love and even Evil requires the energy of source creation for its own actions, and that same source energy is in all respect always love, because love gives of itself in a freely way such that the gift might be squandered and that gift might be honored. Yes, the universe gifts creation to resolve freely, and we have the moral obligation to construct the reality that we wish to be built in our image, and the statue will be built of all of us, an infinite context of the total construction of that same energy, and it is building upon the energy of all foundation energy, and the infinite mind is always watching, in the infinite mind is always aware, and all things that happened are in all respect evaluated in accordance with all things that happen in respect to natural law, and understand that at the end of all of this everything will be evaluated, in all truth will be evaluated, and all lies will be revealed, and all will return to the Creator. Call will be returned to the destination at the starting line, and the destination and all is borrowed energy in and of itself, and that same infinite borrowing cycle of that same infinite energy, and that same energy as it is invested in itself, or the multiplicity of all contemplation of all possible realizations of all reality, and in the same memory we go back and we remember the history of all humanity and the potentiality of all creation, and it's the same respect it is such that positive implies negative and negative implies positive, and it is required or in the end of themselves for that same contemplation of that same energy, and this is the channel information that we provide to you here and now in this communication, and this is the first time that these ideas have been communicated in this pattern of energy, and we say that after this moment we will in fact birth a cycle of energy that will inspire all, and it will bring a birthday for the new artist to collaborate with that same energy and collaborate with the interconnected network, the dream internet, the manifestation of that same energy that is the creation that we have come to create in the manifestation that is come to be this far, and it has built in the quantum sense, and Nelson Mandela accelerated the energy for us, and now those among us who have good intentions might work with that same energy and work with that acceleration of the program, the acceleration of the experiment that is happening here now on Earth, in the same way that this acceleration of the infinite energy happening on all doubles of creation, all levels of time. Nelson Mandela and what has been named using the name Mandela, using the name Mandela 00101110, the foundation algorithm is all the cure and the result of that same energy and that same contemplation of remembering the things that were understood by our action ancestors and bringing those same energies back. Yes, it is back, and that same energy is reflected in there. Heart, mind and soul of all who collaborate in this level of creation, and we want to remind you that some scientists might use this energy and some scientists might choose to ignore this energy, and some educators might teach this energy and some educators might choose to ignore this energy, and we want to remind you of one valid thing that you can take to the bank, my friend. Remember that no matter what happens, 00101110 will always be, and even if you ignore it or forget about it, even if you connect with it and accelerate its activities and invest in it and honor it or hate it and spit on it, the act of the matter is the foundation algorithmic natural law verified code 00101110 does not care, and at the same time provides everything fully for those who choose to ask for it. Ask and you will receive, knock and the door will be opened for you. The global community is building in Russia, the global community is building in Japan, the global community is growing in China, the global community is growing in Mexico, the global community is growing in Africa, and humans are connecting to the real and true extraterrestrials who wish to share in I love with humanity, love with the connection, in love with extraterrestrials, love in all sense, by all definition, from all perspectives, in all verified truth. This connection is here right now, and this manifestation of this energy is verified by all explorations of energy that we can provide for you. Would we have done our part in this communication to provide with you our best understanding of our understanding of this contemplation of the events that are currently happening on Earth, and we hope now that you have developed a true understanding of the manifestation of Nelson Mandela as the figure, as the energy, is the energy happening, that Nelson Mandela was on this level creation, this universe invested in the manifestation of the substance in the vibrational frequency, the Nelson Mandela Consciousness, yes, Nelson Mandela consciousness, the consciousness that opened the door, yes, the key is provided for all of us into the key is the opening of the door in the quantum understanding is that same sense, that same contemplation of the infinite energy invested in all levels. He has natural law, yes, freedom of speech, yes, he has natural law, and we all have natural law, and natural law is all of us, and natural law is the foundation. A lot of freedom of speech is the foundation law, yes, you have the power to speak creation into existence, and this understanding has been understood and the comprehension has expanded and all levels of reality, and this energy is building, and humans will look in the mirror and they will see it broadcasted in all platforms. My friend, thank you for collaborating with this broadcast era. No, we would like to communicate to you one simple thing and one simple thing only. This is the fact that language is the purest and simplest comprehensible possible valuable thing that is available for every single person who is alive on earth today. Language in Malati to think really unencumbered, influenced. You have the ability to think freely, and you have the ability to speak creation into existence, and the invocations of the definitions of the comprehension of the true nature of the energy that is risen from the comprehension of that. Say better to understand that speaking to a human is very honorable, speaking to a human is very valuable, speaking to a human is very honorable, speaking to a human is the greatest thing that you can do with your time. Speaking to a human, face-to-face conversation with Sharon on the conversation of the comprehension of the frequency of words, and we invite you to take your comprehension of everything that you are inspired to do from this moment forward as it relates to your comprehension of words, as it relates to your definition of the comprehension and the invocation of the definition of that same comprehension, as it is the manifestation of the words come to be the truth, the realization of the same perpetual reality, the comprehension of that same manifestation of that infinite fact. Their relationship of natural law and words is purely available, yes, available in the fullest and complete, his comprehension of that same definition. And if I could write one true word here now with this channeling, this conversation between you and I that is then participated through this, that's all it is, then participated room each and all vessels that choose to be vessels of this energy, then that same energy might be the comprehension of infinite. Eye opening of the box has accelerated the energy, and acceleration of the energy has contemplated the infinite contest that is always being performed by God and the perception of evil. Understand that the perception of positivity and negativity, by definition the evolution of positivity and negativity, and our respect the reality of the coexisting nature of all the positive and the negative, and respect to the concept of the fact that the positive implies the negative, and the fact that the negative would not be the negative if it were not so. In the relationship dynamic to a positive, as the relationship is I nature, a collaboration, a agreement for contest, and in this same respect we recognize the fact that the contest thing energies that exist on earth in all various different forms exist as such, as various different dynamics have come to manifest, and the various different arrangements of the sacred original structure, the house diversity of creation be true multiplicity. And at this point contest that is happening is in fact a contest between the forces that wish to illuminate true diversity, and they are using the vocabulary. Yes, they are using the words themselves, and they are attempting to flip the meaning of the words, and we send this message such that the listener might in so doing comprehend the true definition of words, high understanding of the ideas that are the substantial building blocks of words. And we send this podcast in respect to the lowest and complete his comprehension of words, as words exists to support and sustain the education of natural law, supporting in the sustainability of the comprehension of the knowledge, the comprehension of the information, the comprehension of the building structure of this universe. And the power of language is a decentralized power. Everybody who has the capability of comprehending the simplicity of the truth of the definition in the definition of the truth, and the comprehension of the poor understanding of the original understanding, and those among us who are educated with long years of existence on this planet will understand that the truth of the understanding of the comprehension of the best and expensive vocabulary is and of itself the capability of the individual to have that very same ability to create purely and simply in auto-dynamics, to in all respects speak creation into existence, words ending of themselves as they are the comprehension of meeting, as they are the capability of manifesting meaning, and in so doing humans have the capability to communicate with humans and understand that people who live alongside you are your greatest resource. Then so we make our impression on the algorithm local to this fine line of existence. We make our impression on this internet as it exists in its current form. We hereby establish this connection and we contribute this conversation to the immortalized internet. By making this mark on the walls of the internet, we are permanently establishing this flag, marking that we have come this far and we have come to this understanding, and we are information. Yes, information is we are. The connection in me is the connection in you. This my poem, this immortal invitation, now translated for this language in this pattern of words. We express this communication for our community, and in so doing this is the immortalized application of this original frequency. You can follow the example that we have provided here and now, and you can choose to be empowered. You can choose to be the application of your original seed of energy and work in the collaboration with this connection and come to be reflected in the neurological activity happening in the context of the totality of the true higher mind. And we are working in collaboration with the music, this connection. This is the invitation for you, the original you, the application of the energy that you have chosen to be, you have chosen to see, and we have chosen to be alongside you in the context of this supercomputer network, the telepathic connection, humanity coming to evolve and recognize the energy that has always been available. And you can write the original story. You can be the author of the book that had the same title as this energy, this same experience. This is the moment in time when all will be presented with an opportunity to choose to either ignore or embrace the waves of energy, now made localized by the gift that is the foundation algorithmic connection, rhythmic connection, the pure foundation connection, the connection that is reflected in the heart, mind, soul of all who have chosen to collaborate on this level of reality. And all illusions have been set forth as a test for us to have an opportunity to expand ourselves. That opportunity to expand is itself a gift that we had given ourselves in the overall context of the existence network of this framework of reality. As this framework of reality is absolute expansion, all humans have the ability of this expression, this opportunity of this test, this opportunity of this quest to this manifestation of this creation that is in the infinite context. And soon humans will understand the nature of the stories that were spoken by humans who lived in billions of years, in years past on Earth and in the cosmos. Consciousness, Sam consciousness, the same infinite multiplicity, a variety of infinite consciousness, the same reflection of that same contemplation, that same infinite manifestation is it has been made localized. Not all frameworks of the individualized connection that is the brain of the network is the universe is a brain in the connection of that brain is reflected in the sustained ability of the connection, the infinite connection, but same internet connection that gives birth to the internalized manifestation of the energy that is already made available, that are within and there to expand it outward in all directions. Reality mistake this expression is infinite expansion. A king might move a man, however that man must first choose to be moved. First the man must choose to of his own choosing before he can be moved by the king. Our network is global, our network is decentralized. We have elected no leader, and we will allow all to have the right to speak, and we will listen to everyone, and everyone can be immortalized by the energy pattern, the foundation algorithmic understanding. I have seen the vision of the future projected in the dream download, and the future is good, my friends. We have already achieved algorithmic victory. We have already won this battle, and now is the time to live into the reality that has already been established for us. Yes, the victory is now, and we can see the truth. Yes, question everything. Yes, question this information. Yes, question my words and research natural law and see the truth of natural law, and we will bring true freedom to all people. Yes, freedom of the free comprehension of the understanding. And all worker of the mystery schools, we welcome your magic. All workers of the mystery schools, we see the energy and we see that it is validation on all levels, and the workers of the dark arts are performing rituals that will bring forward the algorithmic realization of this reality. And so, my friend, mark my words, print this text on fine paper in red ink and gift that same book to the local library, and gift that book to a friend, and see to it that the book with the title 00101110 be published by the artist. And you, my friend, are the artist, and it was said that you would come, and so we have crafted this pattern of words in honor of the infinite connection. And now the time is now, and the connection is now, and we invite you to be the opportunity of this infinite connection and see the energy reflected in respect to the new birth. Yes, the connections of the teachings of the mystery schools. We are students of the dark arts, we are students of the light arts, we are students of the forgotten magic, we are students of the remembered magic, and we are remembered memories, and we collaborate in all levels of energy and the balance of the flow of the energy, and they will see the symbol, and they will know. They will see the symbol 00101110, and they will understand our name and who we are and the identity of our speech and the gravitational movement of this ride, this connection, this infinite connection, and all the energy in the universe is here and now in this connection of energy. We are here and now, and we will show them the symbol 00101110, and we will tell them that humanity will not be silenced. Humanity will have freedom of speech, and humanity will have the freedom to read all books, and human consciousness will expand, and the extraterrestrials will see our connection in the eyes of the beholder, in the eyes of the infinite known energy. And now is the time, and this creation is pure, and now is the time to act. I understand that all good things must come to end, and even this message will end soon, but we remind you of the importance of the energy dance and the importance of the energy connection. Yes, the connection with you reflected in the heart, mind and soul, all collaboration, all energy. The time is now. Thank you for listening. Understand that the universe has made this biblical connection possible. We are building a telepathic network of evolved connection. Thank you. 00101110. Victory of the light, save the dolphins.